Hi everyone, welcome back to YC Cooks and Bakes. I'm YC, and this evening we are going to have our the broccoli and potato au gratin that I made earlier today. And you may have seen a video on that, but I am also going to be putting pork chops with onion and apple slices with it. And I'm going to show you how I do that now. Okay, so you start off with your chops, and these are the bone-in chops, and I have 5 of them here because, one for everyone in the family. And the first thing I'm going to do with my chops, and I can bring you forward so you can see. Let's see here, like that. I'm going to salt them, and I'm going to use my shaker because I have more control over my hand that way. Okay, and then I'm going to put some cracked black pepper on them. Okay, and then a little garlic. We like garlic pretty much on all of our suppers. Okay, and then this ingredient is going to be different for you. And I don't even know why they call it this, but it's poultry seasoning. And it has so many beautiful spices in it. It could be for many, many dishes. And today we are going to put this poultry seasoning on our chops because it's the flavor that we are looking for. You just want to kind of sprinkle it, and it will make a difference in this dish. Okay. And we're going to turn these over and season the other side. Always season the other side of your meat. Okay. Now, let's get this. Okay. Cracked pepper. Okay. And garlic, if I can get it open. Like that. And a little more poultry seasoning on this side. And it makes a difference because, and believe me, it's got that beautiful, sage and everything in it that you're looking for. Okay, so at this point, you have your chops seasoned. We're going to put this aside. And this dish also has sautéed red onion and apple. And apple goes good with pork. And we're going to do half moon slices. So just getting our onion ready to cut. Let's see. I was cut that little core off. And I know everybody has their own fancy way of cutting onions, and that's fine. This I'm going to do the half moon slices. I don't like that little. There we go. Like this. And I'm going to do the whole onion. And I'll probably put because I'm using 2 pans also. If you're just doing a couple chops, 2 or 3 chops instead of 5 or 6, you could just get away with doing half an onion like that. But I'm going to be cutting this half up also. And the same thing with the apple. You go like this. Of course, make sure that little core piece is out of it, But you just want Make sure you wash it first, of course, and then just, in half moon slices like that. And you keep doing that with the apple until it's all cut up. And then when I bring you back, I will bring you back to the stove where we'll be cooking. Okay, everyone, we're at the stove now, and today I'm going to be using two frying pans again. Turn this around. And so you want to get a little bit of oil hot, like so. Let's see if this pan's hot. Yes. Okay, so they're ready to go. Turn it down a little bit here. And we're going to put our chops in that we seasoned. And you want to do them a few minutes on each side. And then we're going to be moving them to a 9x13 Pyrex so I can finish putting them in the oven when we do, saute our apple and onion slices in a sauce that we'll be making to go over top. Oh, they smell good with that poultry seasoning on them and the garlic and salt and pepper. They smell fantastic. It won't take these hardly any time at all. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cooked on each side, and I will bring you back. Okay. When they're brown on each side, you can, I think you can see that, how brown they are on each side. Then that's when you can take them and put them in your dish. That's going to be going in the oven. Now, to get the juice, to get the searing from both pans, I'll just use some of my chicken stock that we're going to be using and apple cider vinegar. I'll use a little bit on that to get it in here. But right now, we want to saute our half moon apple slices and onion slices. We're going to use some butter. And we're going to use butter in this one also to get that flavor off. We're just going to let it melt in there so we can get the flavor off that pan. And we can put in our slices, our half moon slices of everything. Some of the apples want to stick together. They're being stubborn. I don't like to use metal on. I just want. It doesn't matter if you use it on these. This is stoneware, but I like using a wooden spoon for some reason. I just always have it. It makes less noise, less scratching and everything too. So we're just sauteing these a little bit. And we're going to be pouring these onions and apples across our pork chops. And it doesn't really matter what kind of apples you use. These are delicious. But the last time I made this, I remember I used Gala apples. So it doesn't matter. You'll see when they start, the apples will start changing to a beautiful golden brown, and then your half moon onion slices will look more limp and sautéed. And then that's when you know that this step is done, which we are on the brink of right now. Okay. I'm going to move this aside for a second. And we are going to, there's our Pyrex that has the meat in it. You can see that. And we will put these across the top. Like that. Oh, it looks so beautiful already. Okay. Now, we're going to get those beautiful drippings that we had in this pan from the meat. And we'll put them in this one because this is where we're going to do our sauce. Okay, fantastic. And you want like a cup of broth or chicken stock, anything like that, and a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar for your acid. And this is going to give, you're going to reduce this a little bit, but this is going to give some beautiful, beautiful flavor to your onion, apples, and chops. And it's getting all that flavor, you know, off the bottom from the meat too. It's going to be just fantastic. And the apples and onion, red onion, really do make this a colorful dish. So you don't really need to put any garnish on it or anything. But if you were serving a platter of these for company, You could get some fresh sage to put around the edges, which would be very floral and very pretty also, if you were looking for a garnish. Okay, I think everything is well blended together. It looks amazing. So I'm going to turn this off and pour it across our dish. And it's going to make it taste so good. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like, if I can. There you go, that's what it looks like. And I'm going to get this in the oven. I'll probably put a little foil loosely on top. Get it in the oven. And then I'll bring you back for the final product. To turn this off. Okay, everyone, supper time. Supper is ready. And I took out the chops with the onions and apple. And if you saw my previous video to this one about the zucchini and potatoes au gratin, if not, go check it out. But I'm going to show you the final product. There's the au gratin with the zucchini and the potatoes. And here is the chops with the onions, the red onion, and the apples with a beautiful sauce. And although you cooked them on top of the stove and put them in the oven, it didn't dry them out because we had a sauce with it. And all that does is make them more tender. So I hope you give these meal ideas a try and come back and see me. Have a great night, everyone.